Hey everybody, this is Gallo, WCR Spotlight. We're here today to learn about reticulated pythons with our friend Jake Klotz. Jake, thanks for having us.
No problem, Gallo.
This is WCR Spotlight. Jake, thanks for having us.
No problem.
This is cool. I'm normally used to handling snakes that are much smaller than this. I'm into a lot of different things, but I really like the ball python. This is a reticulated python, known as the retic. Now this guy that I'm holding here, how old is he?
He is a year old, just turned a year old.
Now when they're born, about how big are they in grams?
Grams, it depends whether it's mainland or super dwarf. Mainland can be anywhere from, I'd say probably 90 grams, 100 grams, sometimes more. It all depends. I mean, there's no really set weight, and then the super dwarfs can be as small as 40 grams, 30 grams.
And then they can get this big in about a year?
In about a year, yep.
Okay, now this is a male?
That's a male.
What kind of male is this?
That's a male albino golden child.
So this is obviously a morph for the retics. How many morphs are there?
There's numerous. I would say compared to ball pythons, they're probably the second. They have the second most morphs. I would say compared to the ball pythons. There's new stuff being made. Like J Prehistoric is working on almost 5 gene combos with retics right now. So there's a lot of stuff out there.
Now, as far as their temperament, how would you describe in general what their temperament is like?
Retics, they're really docile, especially if you get them as a baby and raise them up. But they're very, very food aggressive. They smell the food in the room and they know. So you just gotta know when to mess with them, when not to mess with them. You know, kind of condition them. You know, when feeding time is and isn't, so they can distinguish. You know, so they don't think your hand's a rabbit or a rat and grab you. So, but other than that, I mean, they're super friendly. You know, they don't have the typical temperament that they once thought to be. So
now, between males and females, how do you determine when they're ready to breed?
With retics, it's all about age. Like ball pythons, you guys go by weight. So retics, it's more age. Males are about a year and a half before they're ready. Females take at least 4 years old. They gotta be at least 4. There are some that have went at like 3.5, but the rule is about 4 years old for a female to go. So it doesn't really matter size-wise. As long as she's got that age, she should breed.
Now you're describing, you mentioned that this guy's about a year old.
Yep.
So now what we're looking in here at this female, how old is this female?
She is about 4 years old.
So from 100 grams to this
Yep.
in about 4 years.
It's about 4 years. Now this snake I got, she was already 2 years old, so I didn't raise her from a baby. So she is, you know, typically they're going to be bigger than this, but this is a good sized female. I mean, she would lay a good clutch of eggs. So.
Okay, now we're looking at a big size disparity between this male and this female, or even more between this male and this female.
Right.
But they are ready to breed.
They are ready to breed. They both have the age. I mean, he size-wise, he may still be a little bit too small for her, but I mean, age-wise, definitely he'll try it. He will definitely try to breed her, no doubt about it. Now,
if somebody was interested in looking at what you have, or maybe even getting something from you, how would they go about doing that?
They can look on Kingsnake, Fauna Classified. Just look up my name, Jake Klotz. I just started a Facebook page. You guys can check out. It's JK Reptiles. Just search for me on there. Yeah.
Now, what I want to do is I want to put this guy back.
Okay.
And then I want to check out one of your adults.
Okay.
Which one do you think?
Want to do the Super Tiger?
Sure.
Get her out? Or you want to we'll do the Platinum Tiger. He's cool.
All right.
Tap him to cancel out the feeding response so he knows it's not feeding time.
This is always fun when you're 5'3". Come on, buddy.
There he is.
Okay. Now,
and he's about a 2-year-old male, so 2.5. So you can see how he's got a pretty good size compared to the other male we just seen. So
weighs about what, 50 pounds?
Yeah, he's probably about 45, 50 pounds.
And he really likes me.
Yeah, he's a very friendly snake.
So now he doesn't know me, and he seems to be really, really docile.
Yep.
Really curious. That's just their nature.
Yeah,
correct?
they're really curious snakes, like I said. Especially you get them as a baby, they're really friendly. You just gotta make sure you handle them a lot, and obviously you stick them in a rack and don't mess with them. They're gonna be a lot more aggressive, but
okay.
They're generally really docile snake.
Very curious animal.
Very curious, very smart too. They almost seem to know what you're thinking. They learn, they kind of learn your habits and how you take care of them, and they're definitely a fun animal to work with.
And a lot harder to lose.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this guy back. Come here, buddy.
If he wants to go back in there. He's like,
Not like, oh, come on, we're playing.
There he goes. Oops. He knows. Go right back in.
Nice. Now here, this is a pattern, a reduced pattern of some sort, or a patternless?
That's a reduced pattern. It's a super tiger, which is the dominant form of a tiger gene. So you breed 2 tigers together, you'll get normals tigers, and then this snake, which is a super tiger. This animal in particular is actually really reduced. They normally have a lot more striping and patterning on the sides, but this is like a really exceptional animal as far as super tigers go.
They're just phenomenal. The size of the head's just their curiosity.
Always looking around.
Yeah, I mean it's constant motion.
Very active.
Now, do they have like a daytime and a nighttime, an active time, a more active time?
They're more active at night. I would say they're nocturnal.
Yeah.
They seem to always be cruising around more at night. Now everything's cruising around since we had everybody out not too long ago. So, but for the most part, they lay around during the day and really active at night. So.
You got a little baby we can look at?
Yeah. You do the. Little hatchling one.
Okay, now how old is this one?
That one was born in March, so what is a couple months old. This is a sibling to the one that you got from me, so pretty small. Still, I mean, pretty big snake for being a baby.
Right.
And
even at this age, they already have that trait. They're very active, very curious.
Yeah, yep.
Looking around, always
cruising around, seeing what's going on, and
the opposite of a ball python,
yep.
which looks to hide right away.
Yep.
This one looks to, okay, you got
check
me, so
out.
let me see who you are, what you're doing.
Yep. Like I said, very smart animals.
They're just really awesome creatures.
Definitely.
So there you have it, folks. Jake Klotz. Retics. From this to that in 4 years. Awesome animals. Jake, thanks a lot for having
no problem,
us.
Man. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it.
I want to send a quick shout out to my boys who sent me a shirt over from Bush Hill Rodents. Check them out on Facebook. Jake Klotz. I'm Gallo. This is WCR Spotlight. Peace.